If corporations see their valuations rising, then they must be hiring.
No.
But the best economists know what I know. I learned growing up in Scranton and Claymont, Delaware, up the road. Places where folks aren't invested in the market like wealthy Americans. A measure of our economic success is the quality of life of the American people. And if your stock soars, families teeter on the brink of hunger and homelessness, and our president calls that success, what does that say about what he values? When you see the world in such a narrow prism, it's no wonder he doesn't see nearly 30 million Americans on unemployment. 1 in 6 small businesses that are closed right now. He doesn't understand what life is like for people walking by their boarded up shops. Educators afraid that doing their job, that job they love, will bring the virus home to the people they love. Or a parent searching for health insurance now that the furlough has turned into a layoff. It's no wonder he doesn't see the single mom forced to wait in a 3-hour food line. So for the first time in her life, so she can feed her family, because she's now part of the 1 in 6 households with children that don't have enough to eat. He wants us to believe that we're doing better, to keep it up and not notice that this remains the worst economic situation since the Great Depression. And our country faced a historic divergence in our way of life. Which gets me to my third and final point, and what the American people really need to understand. All the pain and suffering stems from President Trump's failure to lead. His sheer inability and unwillingness to bring people together. He likes to sign executive orders, actions for photo ops, but they're ill-conceived and could do more harm than good. He says protecting renters from eviction. That's what he's doing. But he's not giving them any support to pay the rent when it comes due. Millions of Americans will only be left with the terrible choice between eviction and living in the streets, or paying back rent they simply don't have, when there was an answer offered and rejected. He says he's continuing to provide enhanced unemployment insurance payments, but he cut the amount that everyone on it received, leaves them on the edge when it runs out in a few weeks or sooner. He should be doing his job of calling congressional leaders together immediately to get a deal and deliver real results for the American people. This is the first president in the middle of a crisis I've never seen has called Congress into the Oval Office. If I were president, that's what I'd do, and I'd get it done like previous presidents. Rentals, food, unemployment assistance, tens of millions of struggling Americans, student loan relief, small business support, and aid to schools and state governments that are going bankrupt. And as long as this pandemic and the accompanying economic catastrophe persist, no one should have their water or power cut off because they can't afford to pay the bill. Bottom line, Mr. President, do your job. Get off your golf course and out of the sand bunker. Call the leaders together in the Oval Office. Sit with them and make a deal. Make a deal that delivers for working Americans and eases their anxiety and pain. In July, I laid out my Build Back Better plan for an economy that works for everyone. Over the next 3 weeks, I'll be laying out the sharp contrast my plan has with the president's non-plans. I'll be asking American people 3 basic questions. Who can handle the pandemic? Who can keep their promises? And who cares about and will fight for working families? Like the people here at West End, throughout this pandemic, they found their way to keep the center open safely and provide for critical services. No one here has been laid off. They adjusted their spaces for social distancing. They started a lending program to help local businesses, hair salons, and other small businesses. They continued their child care services, which is critical for so many working families. By pure courage, heart, and grit, They never give up and they never give in. As to pursue the full promise for America. That's the story of the people of this community and this country.
That's not March,
That's
it's
who
30.
we are. Give ordinary Americans just half a
Yeah, but it's
chance. And they never
30330
let the country
text.
down. They'll do
United 2.
extraordinary things. They'll never let us down.
March would be 03.
Unlike the current
That's 30.
president. And unlike the current president, I won't let you down either. That's what this
Yeah.
election is about.
Go to Reddit.
Helping people unite, get together, move this country
What
back
about
in the
it's
direction
the number to text.
that we can be.
It says text
There's
United
nothing
to
beyond our
that to
capacity.
get his plan.
Nothing.
Build back better.
Yeah.
To
We
hear about
just
it.
do it together.
Right.
Thank you all. I now
Yeah,
take your
it's
questions.
easy for people to remember.
I
So
guess.
they can text.
Are you calling out people? Or I don't have a list. So you
Wait,
go
look
to
at
the
him.
call.